let's see. Oh. Okay, so we are live again. Welcome back to the White Sponge live stream. Okay, looks like we are all good on TwitchTV. So welcome back. Okay, I'm just adjusting the mic, so at least you can hear me better here. Okay. So without wasting any time, let's get right to doing some fun stuff today. Okay, so for today we are going to be synchronizing the stage and the characters. Character or characters. Okay, but we'll start with synchronizing the stage first, which is more or less done. But there's a small little bug. Okay, let me change this back to Windows first. Okay, player settings. Okay. Okay, by the way, if I'm not responding immediately to what you have typed on the chat, that's because I'm using this Google Chrome pop-up, so there's no instant notifications. Okay, so just give me a maybe 1 minute response time. Okay. So to test the multiplayer, we have to run the game twice using multiple instances. Okay. Okay, so to do that, okay, let me just build the game so that we can run it outside of Unity. Okay, this will take a short, maybe around 30 seconds more. Okay. Okay, so the manner in which we are going to test it is to first start the game outside of Unity, and the second player, he will be joining the room from the instance within Unity itself. Okay. Okay, so that's why you might hear some overlapping background music because of the two instances of the game that we are running at the moment. Okay, so we'll join the room from here and we'll start the match from the first player. So right now you can see that the character for the first player it has appeared on the second player's window. Okay, but notice that the stages are not accurately displayed. On one of the platforms, it's not displaying at the right column, or starting from the right column. Okay, and the character's movement is somewhat strange, even though the updating is rather smooth. Okay, but notice that when we run, okay, and when we stop, or when we jump, okay, in the second instance for the second player, the character for our first player, you notice that when the character is landing, there's a slow, smoothing animation that is not it's not exactly the same as what we are seeing on the first player. Oh, hey, hi there, Tommy Time 21. Okay, sorry, I just saw what you have typed. Hey, thanks for asking, man. I'm great as well. How are you? Oh, hey, that's cool. Oh, I'm using C#, which is one of the languages that you can use with Unity. You can also use JavaScript or I think Bool, if I'm not. Oh, okay. I think now you can only use C# or JavaScript. And the reason why I'm using C# is because I do feel that it's easier to get used to than JavaScript, and there's more information about it on the web. Oh, I've heard of it, but I haven't actually used it. But it's, if I'm not wrong, it's catered more towards creating games for mobile. So if I recall correctly, it's for creating games for iOS and Android, or at least that's what I remember it's supporting. Oh, but that also depends on the engine that you're using. Yeah, but I've heard of it, but I haven't actually gotten around to using it. Oh, okay. Ultimately, it depends on the individual, but as for me, myself, I learned by practicing. So if you want, you can try practicing using the new language that you're trying to learn by sort of tackling or trying out different simples, starting with simple, I would call them situations. Okay. Maybe for example, you could make a simple calculator using that language you are trying to learn. Yeah. Maybe around 10 years ago, I started with reading some books, but I guess I transitioned to using Google and maybe watching some YouTube videos. But the most helpful was of course practicing more and using it more often. Yeah, I guess it's not so different from an actual spoken language where you have to use it more often to master it. I hope that answered your question. Now, if you are trying to make or if you are trying to create a 2D platformer, yeah, it is indeed a good way to learn a new language with it. Okay. Okay, so right now I'm trying to find a bug where one of the platforms is not displaying correctly for the other players. Okay, because the platforms are randomly generated, so the other 3 players have to have the same layout as the first player. Okay, who's in charge of generating the platform. Okay, so for some reason, one of the platforms which I'm suspecting, which is the first platform, is not displaying at the same position as the first player's stage. Okay. Views, windows. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to find out what's going on. Oh. Okay, wait, let me close this. Okay, we'll just create a new username for this. Okay, because I don't want to waste time searching for a save game file. Okay, so we'll just come up with a random username. Okay, so over here in Unity, we are going to launch the game again, and we are going to see, we are going to take a look at each of the platforms in terms of the row and column to make sure that it's the same as as what the first player is looking at. Oh, hey, sure man, I will still be here because we usually stream for 2 hours straight at once. Okay, so now that we have entered the room here, so when the stage loads, oh, okay. Okay, so notice that the platform at the top, is slightly shifted to the left for the second player. Okay, so we have to move it one tile width to the right. Okay, so that can be easily done. Okay. Okay, over here. Okay. Okay, so this X offset is what is used to make sure that the stage looks the same for the first and the second and third and fourth player. So for usual multiplayer games where the map, okay, is the same, okay, we do not need to send that information to the other players, because usually what multiplayer games does is that they will download the map, and yeah, that's it, because the map is the same. Okay, but for Stellar Stars, since the map is randomly generated, or since the stage is randomly generated, okay, we need to share that information with the 2 to 3 other players. Okay, so that's what we are doing here, which is synchronizing the stage itself. Okay, even though I say that we were trying to synchronize the stage, it's actually just sending a long text of characters that represent how the stage is laid out or generated. Okay, so let's join the room here. Okay. And okay, let's start the match here. Okay. Okay, so okay, let's take a look here. So notice that one of the platforms, okay, is way off to the left. So okay, for the first player, okay, we have okay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 platforms that we can that are visible on the stage. And for the second player, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, but the platform at the upper left area, okay, it's not the same as the first player. And okay, let's take a look at each of the platforms. Okay, So this long sentence of weird text or characters or gibberish is actually how the game will sort of translate it to how the stage is laid out. So that I think is not the first platform, but rather the second platform. Okay, X at 5, X at 5, Y at 4. Okay, X at 0, Y at 0. Notice that so since we sort of modify the X, okay, we just modify the X offset for the first platform. Okay, that means that the second platform, yeah, and now it's displaying at the right location. That means that this could be the second platform. So let's take a look at each of the platforms, okay, or rather the strings that represent how they are going to be laid out. Okay, so over here, first we have the row, okay, which is 4. Okay, so that will be the top row here. This will be row 4. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see my mouse cursor. I'm hoping you can. Okay, but anyway, okay, so this row of text which I've highlighted here in the console. Okay, so look at the text that's on the right of the 4 arrows pointing to the right. Okay, the first number is 4. Okay, so that's the number that represents which row the column will start on. Okay, so that's row 4. Okay, but the row is not the issue here, but it's the column. Okay, because I can see, okay, both of the two platforms that are on the top row, okay, they are at the correct row but not the correct column. Okay, so we need to fix that first. Okay, so the first platform X starts at 0 and Y at 0. Second starts at 3 and 5. 5 and 4. X at 0, Y at 0. X at 5, Y at 4. Wait a second. Oh. Yeah. So as I've suspected, okay, so if you think about it, a platform is formed from there are many ways to sort of form a platform. You could have the platforms be an object by itself, meaning that it's not formed out by smaller components. Okay, but in this case, I'm using multiple tiles to form a platform. So if you take a look here, each platform is formed by maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. A left edge tile and a right edge tile and tiles at the center. Okay, or center tiles. Okay. So each platform is formed out or formed together by piecing multiple tiles together. Okay, so take a look at this string here. Okay, notice that okay, there are curly, or rather there are brackets facing the left. Okay, there are multiple brackets, left brackets in this string or this sentence. Okay, the brackets are used to separate each tile. So the text that is in between each left bracket represents how each tile is displayed. So the first tile has x at 0, y at 0, but the second tile has x at 5 and y at 4. So that does not make sense at all, because if the second tile is directly to the right of the first tile, then the first tile should be at x at 4, y at 4. Okay, but the x is at 0 and the y is at 0, so that does not make sense at all. Okay, second platform. Yeah, so the left, okay, so the left edge tile for the first platform is not getting the row and it's not saving the row and column values correctly. So that's why it's not displaying correctly. Okay, yeah. So let's sort of resolve that now. Okay, let's close this. Okay, so let's go to our stage. Oh no, let's go to our platform manager first. Okay, tiles stack here. Okay, so let's take a look at where we generate our first and second platform. And let's take a look at why the column and row is not saving correctly. Okay. Okay, left edge tiles. Okay, just in case, let's take a look at the tiles that we have. Edge, left edge. Okay. Okay, x at 0 and y at 0. Okay, so that is definitely not correct. Okay, so you can think of the left edge tile, which is the tile that is on the left edge of the entire platform, as the anchor for which the following tiles that form up the entire platform, okay, is placed on, or rather is using the left edge tile as the anchor in order to know where to place the remaining tiles. Okay, starting from the left and moving towards right. So that's why we need to make sure that the left edge tile is always starting at the right position. Okay, so let's make sure that okay, not only the first platform but all of the platforms. Okay, let's make sure that for all of the platforms we make sure that the left edge tile is saving the X or the column correctly. Okay, okay, so over here I'm just going to print the column for the first left edge tile. For first platform is at X equals to first platform left column. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, over here, okay, for okay, plus I, yeah. Okay, so this will be new town dot x coordinate. Okay, so we can easily test this by going into single player. Okay, because we are essentially using the same method to randomly generate the stage. Okay, so we whichever tiles are reporting or printing that the x and y are at 0. Okay, that's where we need to resolve that bug. Okay, skip. Yeah, okay, so it's the first platform. So as I was saying, it's the first platform. And let's see. Oh, okay. So even though here it's 16, but after saving it becomes 0. Oh, god damn it. Newtown.x. Oh, okay, so that means if this is not the new, or rather if I is not equals to 0, okay, so we'll make a small exception here. So only if we are not creating the first platform, then we'll save the x and y coordinate. Okay, so only if not the first, or rather if not for the first platform's left edge tile. Okay, then we will save the x and y coordinate. Okay, that is column and row. Okay, because for the first platform we have already saved it above here. Okay, we have already saved it here. This is a float. This is a float. Okay, let's do it this way. New town dot row or dot x coordinate. Okay, we'll do it here. Yep. Okay. So this should fix our bug. But of course we still need to test it. Okay, so we'll first test with generating a random stage using the single player or the story modes. Okay, 6. Yeah. Okay, so the first platform is at x equal 3. Wait a second. 3. So is it 3 or 6? Okay, this should be 6. 0 platform. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's 6. Okay, if I not equals to 0, weird. Okay. Yeah, I know that it's kind of messy. Oh, okay, so if I is greater than 0, okay, so somewhere around here. New town.x coordinate is 3. That is not correct. Okay, because it should be 6. Okay, so this means that somewhere else we are also assigning this, which is assigning this for the first platform, okay, or for the first left edge town, which is not what we want. Oh, okay. And that's because we have a typo here. So this should be y coordinate. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, human error. Okay, so this time it should work. Okay, we should get the right X and Y. Okay, there's the right column and row, index or numbers, whichever term you want to call it. Okay, yeah. So first platform, X equals to 5, 0 platform, which is the first platform, X equals to 5. Okay. So now, okay, I'm just going to comment this line, and I'm going to comment this line as well, which is here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is to build the game again. And this time we should get the exact same stage layout for the first player, second player, third and fourth. Okay, for everyone. Okay. Okay, so let's test this out. Okay, by first starting the game from outside of Unity. Okay. So that will be here. Okay, so let's create a new game room here. Okay, and let's start the game here from within Unity. Okay, and this time, okay, we should have the exact same layout. Okay, for both of the players. Okay, X. Okay, so let's take a look at the layout. Okay, so look at the game within Unity. Okay, at the left side we have 4 platforms, and it's at the same location. And at the right side we have 3 platforms which are at the same location as well. Oh, okay, interesting. One of the platforms, or rather, one of the tiles of one of the platforms is missing. So that's a bug as well. It looks like there's some lag because the character isn't updating immediately. Yeah. Okay, there's some lag going on. Okay, because if there was no lag, okay, it should be instant. Yeah. Okay, so we still have one small bug in synchronizing this stage. Okay, and that is the in one of the tiles, okay, the right edge tile is missing. Okay, at the second player. Okay. So let's close the window. Okay, and let's go back to Unity and let's start the game. Oh, interesting. Okay, had the lookout view that wasn't in photon view list. Oh, okay. Okay, but let's take a look at our platform manager again. Okay, this time instead of looking at the left edge tile, let's take a look at the right edge tile. Okay, because one of the if you recall, one of the right edge tiles were missing, and I'm guessing the row is not correct, so that's why it's at y equals to 0 instead of the row that is. Oh, okay, if that's the case, we can just go to load platforms with info, and over here, okay, y coordinate. Okay, might as well. Okay, we'll use the left edge tile point dot y, since we are going to follow. Okay, since the okay, since all of the tiles are on the same row for each platform. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so let's start the game again from outside of Unity. Okay, since we have fixed or resolved the row and the column for the first left edge tile, okay, we should be able to use the row and column of it to start placing other tiles to the right of it to form up a platform. Okay. So over here, I'm going to join the same room and we will start the mesh here. Okay, so now notice that we have this exact same layout for the first and wait a second. So it's not that obvious, but if you look closely, okay, now if you look closely,